Hey, what's up guys, it's Alex here. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how I earned enough money in Greenville to obtain over $8 million worth in cars. So what I like about Greenville is that there's tons of ways to make money, and you really can just pick and choose which way you want to make money. For this video, I'm just going to show you guys what I've been doing and how it's worked out for me. So let's go ahead and get into the methods. So as soon as you join the game, you want to go over to this little billboard in the corner by the body shop, and it's like a little advertisement billboard. So if you click that and watch the advertisement it presents you, you earn $3,000 absolutely free. So just by watching like a 30-second clip, you get a free $3,000. So as soon as you join the game, every single time, I recommend doing this. It does have a timer, so that way you can't just spam it over and over and over. You can only do it like maybe once or twice in a session. So I definitely do this as soon as you join the game. Okay, so after you've done that, the next thing you want to do is you want to click the three little dots on the top right of your screen, and then after that, you want to click where it says Daily Rewards. So after you click that, you'll see this little panel here that shows you all the tasks that you have for the day. When you complete these tasks, you get a certain amount of money per each task, and then you get a large sum of money after doing all of them. I highly recommend doing these, especially if the tasks that it gives you are extremely easy. It can be a very fast $30,000 to $40,000 sometimes. The earnings vary on days, so sometimes you might only earn like $25,000. Sometimes you can earn up to like $40,000 to $45,000 from what I've seen. So it really depends, but I definitely recommend doing this before you do any of the next methods. Okay, so for the first actual money method, this is going to heavily depend on what time it is in your game. So if it's anywhere between 5 a.m. and 7 p.m., this job will be able to be completed. You want to go to your jobs panel and you want to click GVPS. Okay, so this is the postal service job in the game. And once you click on that job, it's going to have you drive to the little mail icon that's a little ways away from the spawn. So just hop in your fastest car, just drive over there really quick, and then once you get there, you're going to see a small little brick building. So you want to go in where there's like a garage opening. It's going to be a little door. So you walk up in there, and then there's going to be like a row of boxes. You want to go about halfway until you see this E, or just a tap, depending on what device you're on. And you want to fill up your mail truck with these boxes. Now, I will say, before you go back here, make sure you have the mail truck spawned. It gives you one for free, so you don't have to worry about buying one. Once you do that, you're set and ready to go. So then you want to hop back in your fast car that you took to get there. And then you want to drive to wherever the neighborhoods are that have the mailbox icons posted. You'll see it when you look around in your camera. You'll see like a huge cluster of the mail icons. So you want to drive there with your fastest car, and then once you're there, you want to switch to the mail truck and deliver mail at each mailbox. So each mailbox gives you $350. They buffed it from what it used to be, because correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it was around $100 per mailbox, or like $170. Now it's $350. So each mailbox, $350, $350, $350. And it makes insanely fast money. Especially if you're in a big neighborhood, you can make thousands of dollars. And then as soon as you're done with that neighborhood, you just hop in your fast car and then go to the next neighborhood. It's super easy money. If you ever come across bugs such as this in game, where you see waypoints that are just in unusual spots, or they're glitched inside of houses, you're unfortunately going to have to probably restart the job. So just switch back to a non-GVPS job and then switch back to the job again. It's a really annoying bug. The devs are aware of it, but it's been something that's been going on for a while now. There's nothing we can really do about it, but I thankfully haven't had this bug often. You can still do the job for a while without coming across it, but every now and then you probably will. So you just have to reset the job, and then you'll be able to continue going forward with it. Okay, so let's say it's after 7 o'clock in game, or the Greenville Postal Service job just isn't for you. That's fine. So the next method, you're going to want to switch to a roleplay job. It could be any of the roleplay jobs in this panel. It does not matter. And then you're going to want to switch into a gas efficient vehicle. So anything that gets good miles per gallon, anything that's electric, doesn't matter what it is, as long as it gets good MPG. You want to take this vehicle and you want to go to the interstate. Now, if you're new to Greenville and you don't know where the interstate is, all you have to do is take a left out of the roadmap dealership. And then when you see that big roundabout, you just take another left and you go straight down this highway looking road. And then you'll see a turning lane on your right with a bunch of cones. You want to pass that turning lane, and then you want to get into the next turning lane that'll have a clover leaf onto the interstate. And then from there, you just want to set your cruise control to anywhere between 55 to 70 miles per hour. As long as it's within 55 to 70 miles an hour, you're still going to get roughly $740 to $750 cash. It really doesn't matter too terribly much as long as you're within that range. If you need to stop and get gas, there's actually a gas station right off the rest stop. So if you just drive a little ways down, you'll see a sign, a little blue sign. It'll tell you that there's a gas station. Here's a screenshot of it right here. You just pull there and then you'll be able to get gas. Highway grinding is by far the best alternative if you don't want to do any of the like interactive jobs, or if you're just trying to pass time in between interactive jobs. I highly recommend doing highway grinding. The next best alternative is the Sahara delivery job. So similar to the GVPS job, you'll be driving from house to house delivering packages. It does have a higher payout. Unfortunately though, you don't get as many like boxes. You only have like maybe anywhere between 10 and 20, but you do get up to $675 per package. So let me go ahead and show you guys how to do this real quick. So as soon as you click on the job in the job menu, it will spawn you in a warehouse. So across from where you spawned, you'll see like a little conveyor area and it'll say get boxes here. When you click that, it'll show up a panel of a bunch of boxes and numbers corresponding to them. You want to click those boxes in accordance to what the number says. And then once you do that, your boxes are all loaded and set. So then you just want to hop out of the warehouse and you want to spawn your fastest car once again, and then you want to drive to the nearest waypoint on the map. So once you get to the next waypoint, you just want to hop out of your fast car and then you want to respawn the Sahara delivery van. It doesn't matter which one, that gives you 3, you can spawn either one of them. And then once you spawn it, you want to go to the back of the van and it'll tell you to grab boxes. So you just match the box that the house wants with the corresponding box that you have. You just drag it on over and then it gives you $675. So then once you've delivered it, you can now respawn the fast car that you have and then drive to the next waypoint. So the main reason why I don't like doing Sahara is because you're having to constantly spawn your fastest car and then spawn the box truck and then spawn your fastest car. You're just having to spawn a bunch of cars just back and forth if you want to make the method efficient. I personally don't like doing that, and you can just use the Sahara van to get from place to place. It's just a lot slower. I just personally prefer using the GVPS method and then just doing highway grinding, but the Sahara method does have really good payouts. And not only that, but once you finish your delivery van, once you've finished all the boxes that are in your van, you get a $6,000 payout. So really it's not that bad. It's just not my cup of tea, but it could be yours. So I do recommend doing it if the other jobs that I stated aren't something that you would want to do. Another drawback with the Sahara job versus the GVPS job is that with the Sahara job, you're having to drive basically across the entire map. So you might have a house that needs a delivery in like the 6,000th area, and then you might have a delivery that's like by the apartments, and then the next one's like all the way in Brookmere. So basically they're scattered all over the map, unlike the GVPS job where they're kind of condensed all in one neighborhood at a time. So that's the biggest reason why I prefer doing that job over Sahara. But if you're willing to make that drive, it's definitely worth it as well. All right, so I think that pretty much wraps up this video. If you guys have any questions in the comments about like what to do for each money method, I'd be more than happy to help you guys. I try to respond as quick as I can. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.